Hey guys, this is Killadave here, and welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft single player series. This is episode 32, guys. Super excited to be here. Hope you guys are too. And today we're gonna finish working on the mob farm that we started building last week. And now I also had another idea. I initially said I wanted to make like some lookout tower, but I'm thinking, why not build the mountain up? So have like a super awesome like custom mountain, maybe have like a little like cave on top with like a lookout. That could be our lookout tower. That was my thought. Hopefully it turns out awesome. Now, I think it will. So, I mean, it might be a lot of work, but I mean, I'm down for it. I think it would look super awesome. But what we have to do now is get the thing. I want to get it up and running before I start building a giant mountain around it. So the one thing we got to do, guys, is deal with the killing of all the mobs. Now, I initially had a little bit of like back and forth on the best way to do that, but I think I've developed a way. So if you remember, there's dispensers. If I can jump, you can see them right there. There's dispensers all along. They'll spit out water. The mobs will fall down, and then they'll fall down right in here. Okay, guys? So, I mean, if we get rid of these really quick, you will see that all the water is flowing straight here to the middle. So now what I was going to do is dig this out a little bit. Well, let's grab a thing of water real quick. Dig this out. We'll just dig it out one for now, just for, demonstration. Okay, and we'll put this here, put the water here, and now this will flow all the way to this edge. Now I think this is 8 blocks. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfectly 8 blocks. Now I'll probably drop it down one more, just so things can't like swim out of it, or maybe drop it down 2. But either way, they'll go over here and then fall into a killing chamber. Now I had a bunch of debate in my head the best way to do it, because this mob farm will have all sorts of mobs. So it'll have zombies, skeletons, creepers, and a few. Those all three of those are easy. Kill them with a crusher, kill them with lava, kill them with anything. That's easy. Now there's a few troublemakers. One is a baby zombie. Now that's only 1 block tall. So let's say if I use like if I had like they fall in this hole and then lava gets dispensed right here. That won't work for a baby villager, because I mean a baby zombie, because he'll just be standing in here and he'll be fine. And I can't dispense the lava at this level because that will destroy the item. So lava was out of the question. And the other reason lava is out of the question is because witches can drink a fire resistance potion. That means that they're resistant to the lava and they won't die. So that's out of the question. Then I thought of a crusher that was maybe too tall, that would like just push all the blocks. But when I was testing that, if it would push the 2 blocks, like let's say it pushed a block here and here, when it retracted it, the mobs that were in the block would actually get retracted into the blocks. Like they would stay inside the blocks. It was really weird. So I don't think that will work. Maybe if I got the timing better and I like made it stay out long enough to kill every single mob, it would work. Therefore they would all die and then it would come back, but I didn't really want that. So I thought of crushers out, and then I thought of cactus. So now in order to show you guys this one, we're just going to hop over to my redstone testing world really quickly and show you a little mock-up design that I've made that I think is going to be perfect for this. So I'm just going to hop on over there and then show you guys what's up. Okay guys, here we are, and this is the little killing thing. Now as you can see, it is 2 by 2, and that's the other thing I forgot to say in the last clip. Spiders are also 2 by 2, so I can't just have it like a one wide thing. So it wasn't really working. I ended up developing like a crusher system, and I tested with a bunch of mobs and it wasn't working out very well. So I went with this, and it is cactus. Now there's a few things I was worried about, but I was able to fix them all. As you can see, let's spawn in like a zombie or something really quick. Let's grab a zombie spawn egg, spawn one in, he'll fall in, and then as you can see, he'll die on the cactus. Now you may be thinking, well, the cactus is going to destroy his items, but as you can see, that was 2 rotten flesh. I'm not sure if there'll be any in here. No, there they are, the 2 rotten flesh. Perfect. So what it is as you can see here, there's minecart hoppers inside this block. So when you throw something on top of the cactus, they will just get sucked up. And there's one under each of these. So if I throw this diamond sword right there, instead of getting destroyed, instead of getting destroyed like it looks like it might have been, if we come on over here, you will see there's the diamond sword. So we don't have to worry about that. And the other thing is, spiders. So this is the thing. Spiders are 2x2, so I needed that to kill them, and just 2 of these alone would kill them. So initially I was like, well, that should be fine. But I was like, what if, like, initially I had it like this, guys. This is what it was like. And I was like, that'll be fine. They'll fall down. But then I was like, well, what if a zombie falls right there? It's like he will probably die eventually because they're AI. I don't think like he'll probably get like knocked by something like that. Like he probably will eventually die, but I didn't really like that. I want him to like, decrease the mob count as quickly as possible. So that's why I did this. So no matter where one falls, it will fall there. The spiders will just land on top and they will also die. Now, I think there's a small possibility that something might hit the edge of the cactus, and I don't think. Well, did I get that? Might have gotten picked up. Wait one sec. Perfect. So maybe not. So I don't think this will lose any items, guys. There's probably a small chance, but with the amount of mobs that the thing's going to be producing, I don't think it'll be a very big problem. Now, the other thing I was worried about is witches, because they can drink um, healing potions. And I was like, well, will they be able to heal themselves through this? Because I know a cactus doesn't do a lot of damage. But if you watch, you can see him drinking. Every time he puts his nose out like that, he's actually drinking some. So, as you can see, he drinks a lot of potions. But if we wait here long enough, we will notice that he will eventually die. So I think that this is definitely the system I'm going to go with. Because, it's fairly simple. All the items get dropped perfectly, and they all can go into this hopper system. It will be super awesome. Um, and it will kill every mob that comes through. Baby villagers, obviously. I mean, baby zombies, obviously. Skeletons, creepers, witches. What's the other one? Spiders. It will kill them all. So perfect. As you saw, he died eventually. And I've tested this out with, hundreds of witches. And I mean, as you can see, look at this chest. You can see all the witch drops in here. I tested it out with a whole bunch of them, and not one of them was like drinking fast enough to survive. Eventually, they will all die. So I think this is definitely the system we're going to go with. So what's going to happen, guys, is like water's going to come out here. This is going to be where that little gap was that I dug out, and it's just going to push the mob straight into here, and they're just going to fall in and then die, pick up all the items. Perfect. Now, the one thing that I did think about was spiders. They will be able to crawl out of here, but the thing is eventually a spider will crawl out. Maybe they crawl back into the water stream, but they'll fall back down again. So eventually a spider will die, even though it does have the ability to crawl out. So I'm not really worried about that, but this is what I'm going to build, guys. So I'm just going to go back to the survival world, get it all started up. As you can see, it's fairly simple. All it needs is, 4 cactus, 4 minecart hoppers, and then some hoppers just to connect it all up, just to bring all the items to one area. So I think that'll work, and I think we also get like a slight passive cactus bit. I don't know if string on top of a cactus stops it, but that might be something we want to do just to, avoid getting the cactus, because we already have a cactus farm. But I think string will do it, and in this way, the mobs will still take damage because the string won't do anything. So I might end up doing that. I might look it up real quick to see if it actually does stop it, but this is the design we're going to build. So I'm going to go back, get this going, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, so I am back here, and as you can see, I've dug a little hole. There's the farm down here. Now, I'm dug it a few deep down because you gotta remember, there's gonna be sand here, and then a cactus on top, so they'll be standing right here. So that's only 3 blocks, so it's really not that deep. I just dug it one more than I probably need to, just to be safe. But I'm sure some of you guys are wondering how you can get the minecart in there. So it's super simple. I think I've showed this off in another episode, I think with my villager trader system, because that also uses this mechanic. But super easy. I put it on top of a hopper that way, so the minecart, I mean, you kind of have to, because the minecart hopper will pick it up and then it will drop it into this. Now, I was just thinking about it. If this ever does seem to clog up, like too many items are coming through, because this is only 4 hoppers per each, not a huge amount. I could put more minecart hoppers on it, because I think if you go like this, boom, like that, now there's 2 of them in there. So it doesn't just have 5 slots, there's actually 10 slots there. So it could pick up twice as many items. So if I ever wanted to, realistically I could do that. Now I think that probably picked it up perfect. So there you go. I'll just remake that really quickly so I don't forget. But what you do is you place it there, you then destroy the rail. So then it's sitting just on here. And then easy enough, guys, you just get some sand, place it on top. Now I know it looks like that, but you can't push it. So I can't push this out. It's forever standing there. So now all I have to do, oh, I didn't grab the cactus. Well, all you would have to do, come here and just put a cactus there. So then when items fall on top of the cactus, it will just suck it up. Because the way a minecart hopper works is if you go like this, we'll just do a short little demonstration. You can put a block up there. Now the reason it's not falling is because of the cart. So the way minecart hoppers work is they actually, when they drive underneath a block, they'll check on top of the block for an item, and then they'll pick it up. So like if I throw this sand up here, you'll see it got sucked up, and now it's in there. And actually, when I destroyed that rock, so yeah, as you can see, I'll throw it up there, and it gets picked up. I mean, it's picking up everything. So there you go. That's how it works. So this actually gets run. The checking above the block gets run in the game before the cactus destroying it gets run. So that's why if something lands on top of the cactus, the hopper will pick it up because it sees the cactus as a block. It picks up the item on top of the cactus before before the cactus destroys it. So that's what allows this to work. So I mean, all we have to do is do that on this side as well, and then what has to be done next, guys, is all that has to be done is we have to move down 2 more blocks, because the next cactus will be right here, because it can't be next to these cactuses and it can't be next to the hoppers. So in order to do it, guys, we have to put it down 1 more block. So I'm going to dig down, do that, get all the cactuses, and then we'll be done with this, and then we can turn on the whole machine. I will probably add like a small storage system down here just for now. I don't know. We'll see how far we get. Maybe we'll do the whole entire thing, do like a huge storage system. But for right now, guys, I'm just going to go get the cactuses, finish up this farm, finish up the killing chamber really quickly, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I have put in all of the cactus. As you can see, there's cactus, 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 cactus. So these are the 4 spots you can put down. As you can see, I've just glassed it off a little bit so they can't fall in now. I built this little pathway just so I don't have to try and get back up. This just pops out right over here, as you can see. Pretty simple. Now let's make sure this guy does not blow us up. Ooh. Need to be quicker at that. Alright, so I don't know why my bow is not on my hotbar. But I will show you what it looks like from the top now. So as you can see, that's where it pops out. Just a nice little area. Probably not permanent, but it is a thing for right now. Now if we go here, it looks like almost all of our water has frozen. But this water will flow over here, and as you can see, they fall right there. So there are the 4 there. I do have a torch there. I don't think they can spawn there, but if we look here, this block is already spawnable, 7. So I mean, it's not going to affect any rates up there. It's going to be totally fine. Now, as you can see, things are freezing, and that's only because they're exposed to sky. Eventually, this will have a roof on it. It will be all blocked off, and it will be perfectly dark in here, allowing things to spawn, fall down, super awesome, and die. Now, if we go back down there really quickly, you will see I've started a little bit of a storage area. So if we just run down there really quickly, I'll just show you what I have. It's nothing much. I'm probably going to do a sorting system really quickly in this. Actually, probably not, because for right now, I don't really mind that much. But as you can see, this is it. It's sort of set up just so it can have like a whole row of chests, but for right now, it's just hoppers. I'll probably go get the chests and get that all going right now. And then before I want to do anything crazy with like a big sorting system, I'm just going to, start it up, see if it runs well. Now, it can easily be turned off. And that's just by stopping the hopper clock, guys. So it's easy enough to turn it off and turn it back on. Nothing really hard. You just have to stop this hopper clock, and then that will be good. So I'm going to go get the chest for that thing down there, and then all we have to do is put a roof on this and then fire it up. That's all that has to be done. So guys, I'm just gonna go get some chests, get some half slabs, because I'm just gonna do half slabs on the top. I know I have a few stacks, yeah, a few stacks here, but I'll probably need more than that to put a whole roof on it. I'm just gonna do half slabs so I don't have to worry about anything spawning for right now, and it's not gonna be like the outside of the build that you're gonna see, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna get some half slabs, get some chests, finish it all up, and then we'll get ready to fire this thing up. All right, as you can see, I put a door here just so I mean, it makes it so it's still accessible, but also, I mean, no water can get through and no mobs can get through. Before I just had a sign, and I guess there'd be a chance one would fall through, but you don't want that. So now, guys, as you can see, I put in the roof. It's all half slab, so nothing's gonna spawn up there. Nothing I have to worry about. Also doesn't let any light in, so super awesome. That's how that's going to work. Now, all that's left to do, guys, is turn this thing on. If we very quickly run downstairs, you will see that everything has been all set up. I finished all of the killing chamber, and I set up just like a little drops area. Nothing crazy for right now. The stuff's just going to go into these chests, fill them up. It's just testing mostly. But that is the whole system done, guys. Now, I just noticed it was turning to daytime, which means the rates will be a little bit lower. So I think I'm going to sleep really quickly just so I can get, the highest rates for our first test. And then we're going to test out this awesome machine. So I'm just going to sleep real quick, and then I will be right back. All right, I slept through the night, and now all that's left to do is hook this thing up. Now, I want them to be offset. So what I'm going to do is make it so this one powers and then turns off really quickly, just so they are offset. So while one side's on, there you go, that should have done it. Let's just check really quickly to make sure that, okay, it looks like the lights, the water is on. So what we're going to do is when this switches and turns that water off, what I'm going to do is then power the other side, because I just want it so it switches which side is on, so only one side is on at a time. So there you go, it sucked it all up. Now we turn on this side. Oh, and it looks like we might be missing a block. So if we go like this, yes we are. Alright, so that should be the whole thing working, guys. So if we just come in here really quickly, we should see, maybe I'm too close for some of the mobs to spawn, but it also looks like something weird's happening. Looks like both the sides have water on it. Alright, I see what's happening. So we should be getting mob spawns. It should all be working. It looks like there's still some torches up there, so maybe some of the water's not working. Not entirely sure what's happening. Yeah, it looks like this stuff isn't all getting powered. Is there water in it? There is water in it. Interesting. Alright, so this is the second to the top layer. So I'm just going to quickly, oh shoot. I'm just going to quickly run out there, try and fix that up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I fixed that. It was just a repeater was placed in the wrong bit. As you can see, the water's all coming out now on all the levels. So super awesome. It should all be working. Now the one thing that's left to do is just go down into the little AFK spot and see if it works. So if we just run down here, we should be seeing guys fairly soon. And we should be getting some mob drops. So if we wait here, where's the best viewing spot? I guess just anywhere really. A mob should drop down. I don't think we've seen any yet, because I think we were too close for them to spawn. Yeah, just all the torches. So we got all of our torches back. That's nice. But soon we should be getting... There's a mob! Awesome, guys. 2 skeletons. So they should all be flying in super quick now. Now that all of them are spawning. But as you saw, there's some bones. It looks like, yeah, there's some up there. Is that a spider? Awesome, guys. So the main reason for this was to get bones. So, I mean, to have 2 skeletons right off the bat, really reassuring that it works. it looks like it does cause a little bit of lag. If we look really quick, yeah, I'm only at 40 FPS. So that might be a small problem, but nothing too big. Oh, it might also be because it felt like, one sec. Nope, okay. I thought maybe my laptop wasn't all the way plugged in. But as you can see, we're getting a pretty steady flow of mobs coming in. So that is super awesome. Lets me know it's working. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to quickly jump over to my camera account, log on to this, and just see if it is working. Just because I want to be able to see the mobs while I'm standing down here and make sure they're all spawning. So I'm just going to jump over there really quickly and record a little clip on that. Okay, here we are on my camera account. As you can see, if we pop down here, here I am standing here just looking at it. I guess my skin's Alex when I go into multiplayer. Weird. But here's the little killing chamber. Now, looks like a few guys there, but I just want to make sure it doesn't look like really anything is spawning. I don't think I'm too far away or too close because I was wondering, it didn't seem like we were getting as many. Maybe I'm still too close because as you can see, only the top level seems to be spawning guys. But otherwise, it looks like it's going pretty well. These guys are spawning. In a second, the water should turn on. Means they'll fall down. But I don't know why. And it also looks like the water's on a little bit longer than I would like it to be. But as you can see, they're all fall down, and then they'll go down into the little killing chamber, which seems to be working quite well. So it looks like everything's working fine. I might have to do something so they can't hang on to this. I don't know if they can't climb on glass. That might be something that I can replace it with. But for some reason, guys, it looks like they're not spawning. So I might move and see if it's just like I'm too close or something. But let me try that real quick, and then I will be right back. The other problem is you can see all these aren't lit up. Now, I don't see any mobs here. There's a few mobs, but not a huge amount. Like, it's not like that is what's causing it, the really low spawn rates. But I'll just move around a little bit on my other account and then test it out. Like maybe I'm just a little too close. I need to be a few more levels, like a few more blocks down in order for it to get really good spawn rates. So I'm just going to do a little bit of testing and then I will be right back. Okay guys, as you can see, I decided to build a little platform up here because I thought maybe it had to do something with, the ground, everything being loaded, or maybe I was too close. And as you can see, good news and bad news on this. A lot more guys are spawning, as you can see. Huge amount of guys. As you see, when this thing flushes, watch, it's pretty awesome. So this side will turn on. It should just turn on, yeah, right now. Here we go. As you can see, some spiders get stuck, but they will eventually go. And then they fall down in here, and everything is working perfectly, guys. Huge amount of guys fall. The spiders are problematic, so I might have to change the walls of this. But, check it out. We're getting a huge amount of guys falling in. Great rates. Pretty great. And if you look in here, I've only been doing this for like a second, but if you check this chest, well, look at that, 31 bones. Like we'll be able to fill this thing up in no time. As you can see, it causes a little lag when the water has to re-update. But few downsides to this, real quick. One is Enderman. I wasn't thinking, and I made these 3 tall. That means Enderman can spawn in it, and as you can see, when water pushes them, they don't like it, so they just teleport all around, which means we'll have a huge amount of Enderman. Now, I have been debating installing the anti-Enderman griefing like command block thing in my spawn chunks. So I might end up doing that just so I don't have to worry about it. And if I do that, then I won't really do anything about it. Otherwise, I was thinking maybe I could add half slabs to the roof of all these. That way, they can't spawn in here. I don't know. But the other thing I was worried about, guys, is because it's still not super great rates. As you can see, like, these are all empty and nothing's there. That might, A, be because it's nighttime. But the other thing is if you look down here in the caves, look at that. You can see these guys are still loaded. They're not quite far enough away. I think you have to be 128 blocks away. Now, if we look at my height right here, the Y is at 34. Now, if we go all the way up to where I'm at, it's at 192, so that's a difference of 160. Now, I thought that was enough. Maybe they've changed it. Oh, it's just a 162. Sorry. So I was at 30. That's only 100, 128 to 160. What is that? 132? So I think that is just barely in range. But as you can see, I mean, there's quite a bit of mobs down here. So I think I do need to make that platform just a little bit taller. So I'm going to do that really quickly. See if that affects the rates at all. As you can see, there's the slime farm. Pretty cool. So I'm going to do that really quickly and then see if that affects it, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I moved my guy up just like I think 10 more blocks, and as you can see, guys, the spawns have increased by quite a bit. None of the caves down below are, rendered in, and I mean, look at all the guys in here. So I mean, you'll see when the water goes, they all start flying off. So it is a huge amount of mobs, guys. Super awesome. So we're getting great spawn rates. Now, yeah, as you saw, there's still the Enderman problem, but I mean, if you look down here, look at this, guys. I mean, all the mob drops I could possibly want. And this little machine here is actually working really well. They're all falling in. I do need to figure out a way to get all these spiders not to hang out there. I'll figure that out. It shouldn't be too hard. But, I mean, as you can see, there's constantly guys falling in here, and they're all dying. So it's super awesome. It's working super well. If we check this thing really quickly, and look at that. We already have a stack of bones, and we're building up with everything else. So super awesome, guys. We are getting quite the number of drops from this farm. So I'm just going to do a few things, tidy up a little bit. As you can see, I put a little staircase here. I might change it up a little bit. And the other thing is that's really tall. And I mean, maybe I could build a mountain that tall. It could just be something really crazy awesome. And then you'd AFK on the top of it. I think that'd work. Let me know if you think that'd be too tall for a mountain. Because, I mean, I could build a mountain up there and try and make it really look super awesome and organic and like this crazy awesome tall mountain there. Maybe with like a little cave, AFK cave at the top. Let me know if you think that's too tall, or if I should like maybe it wouldn't look too weird if I made like the mountain go this tall and then just like cut it off, or if maybe I just have to, go and light up these caves. So make like a shorter mountain but light up all the caves so we still get pretty decent rates. So let me know what you think, but I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up real quick and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, quick update. I did put a little modification to hopefully stop the spiders from getting stuck. I looked it up and apparently they can't climb walls with signs on it. So I just kind of littered it all with signs. Now apparently, oh, okay, never mind. I know maybe they can't climb it, like their AI can't climb it, but if they run into it, then they will climb it. So I'll have to figure out something else, I guess, to figure that out. Maybe just like a small piston clock that, pushes them every once in a while just to get them out of that little corner. Because it looks like only the ones that hit the wall die, like that climb, like fall forward enough to hit the wall. So maybe I'll have to change that up. But unfortunately, guys, that is all the time I have today. So I'm going to switch over to my other account, do a little sign out, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, we are back on my survival count, and like I just said, that is all the time I have for today's episode, but we got a great amount done, and it enables us to do a lot more, like get our whole thing ready, so it should be super awesome. I'm just going to quickly run from all these mobs, and just, go check out the little system we got down there for storage, just to make it, just so we can end off the episode, see how much we've been getting. Super awesome. It looks like there's still some guys falling, maybe not. But if we come in here, we'll see how much stuff we've been getting. Oh, awesome, guys. This is super cool. The string, the spider eyes, all this stuff is great to be getting. Now we got more rotten flash, gunpowder, super awesome. But guys, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you did, make sure to leave a like. Look at me. I'm looking at you. Make sure to leave a like on the video. It really helps me out and it lets me know that you like what I'm doing. And if you haven't already and you enjoy the videos, make sure you subscribe so you're updated when I upload and you don't miss a future video. But thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for today, and I will see you next time. I have finished building the second half of it, and also in between this clip and the last, I went ahead and crafted a whole bunch of dispensers. So I did a bunch of villager trading. Oh, that's the wrong pick. A bunch of villager trading so I could get all the bows, because again, since I don't have a mob farm like this that we're building right now, I don't have any string really, so I can't like craft a whole bunch of what's it called? There's a word for it. I'm thinking of it. Bow. I couldn't craft a whole bunch of bows. Sorry. I don't know why I was drawing such a blank. But